Very good afternoon everyone. My name is Yogisha and in this class I am going to teach you Othello as a tragedy. In my last videos I have teach you that how you can crack the interview of assistant professor in your first attempt and what are the things that you should follow while appearing for this interview. And in my second video I have told you that how you can enter in PhD as a PhD candidate after doing BA and MA also. So as a student of arts also you can get admitted to IIT Roorkee or any IIT. Okay, so here in this video I have made a small effort to teach you literature, and I will start with the tragedy written by William Shakespeare, a very renowned tragedy which is Othello. And in this video I'm going to tell you what is a tragedy and what are the features of it, and how can you write a good answer whenever you are attempting a question based on this tragedy Othello. So I'm going to tell you the character sketch of Othello and later the character sketch of other characters also, like Desdemona, Iago, Cassio, and these are the major characters of this play. So I'm going to tell you all these things, but from this video I'm going to start you with the tragedy itself, that what is a tragedy. Okay, so this particular play written by William Shakespeare, as you know that William Shakespeare belongs to 16th century. 16th century also known as Elizabethan age, because at that time there was reign of Queen Elizabeth in Britain, and she was ruling the country, and at that time literature was flourishing. Okay, literature was flourishing. Writers were writing drama, they were writing essays, like Francis Bacon was in that age. But the name of William Shakespeare shines apart because he was immensely different from his contemporary in context of the language, in context of the characterization, in context of the subject matter. As we say that he had the far sight of human nature. That's why whenever we read his plays are even today also very relevant because of his subject matter theme that he is writing about. Okay, so not taking too much time in this description, I would like to describe you what a tragedy is. Okay, a tragedy is a genre of drama that is based on human suffering and terrible or sorrowful event that befall a main character. Okay, Othello, a tragedy, Othello is written in 1603. Okay, so it's a tragedy. Tragedy is a type of drama that has unhappy ending. In a small sentence you can say this, that it is a kind of drama, or it is a work that has unhappy ending. It has certain events, sad, sorrowful, death, and other elements which makes a tragedy. So the definition of tragedy is a genre of drama that is based on human suffering and terrible or sorrowful event that befall a main character. Means there would be a central character in the tragedy, and there would be certain events or the flaw in the character of that main person that would bring his or her befall. Okay, total catastrophe in his life will be because of his own fatal mistakes. Okay, so according to Aristotle, if you would see that in his work Poetics, he has given this definition of tragedy also, and he has given certain certain elements of it. So before that I would like to describe it in points here. One more thing, that if this thing is not legible to you all, I'm going to share a PDF of this board, that whatever I am writing here I'm going to make a PDF of this content, and I'm going to share it you all on our platform Telegram, which will be given after the video, after this class in under this video. The link should be given here, link will be given here. Okay, so the main elements of a tragedy that makes a tragedy, first of all there would be a protagonist. Okay, protagonist is the central figure. In common language you call him actor or hero, but in the language of drama we call him a protagonist, means central character. Okay, in the play at the Othello, who is the central figure? Othello himself is the central figure, so he is the protagonist. Okay, antagonist, in simple words you call him villain. Okay, those who those who brings conspiracy, those who makes plot to bring downfall of someone. Okay, so we call him antagonist. Who is the antagonist in the play Othello? Iago is the antagonist. Okay, Hamartia is the tragic flaw. Okay, so tragic flaw, if you talk about tragic flaw, whenever a person face some kind of terrible downfall in his life. There would be some kind of mistakes of his own, okay, mistakes of his own character, that would be called his own weaknesses, that would be called his own shortcoming, that can bring his catastrophe, that can befall in his life as a form of doom and completely destroy his own existence. So the hamasha, tragic flaw in the character of Othello is his suspicion, the suspicion suspicions he had on his wife Desdemona. Okay, so this was his tragic flaw. Okay, so in the tragedies of William Shakespeare, there are 4 tragedies written by him. One is Othello, and I will write here the names of all the other 3 tragedies. One is Othello, then he has Macbeth, okay, then he has King Lear, then he has done Hamlet. Okay, so these are the 4 masterpieces written by our great dramatist William Shakespeare. Okay, so this information is apart from here, but you can always write or keep it in your mind when you are reading literature, that these 4, Othello, Macbeth, King Lear and Hamlet, are the masterpieces written by William Shakespeare. Okay, then catharsis. According to Aristotle, when he was writing this theory of tragedy, as I forgot to tell you that the term, the origin of tragedy is from Greek. Okay, Greeks had their own tragedy, and these were tragedies of revenge. Okay, so here he has given one concept of catharsis. Catharsis means purgation of emotion. I will tell you this, that in 16th century people were theatre goers. Okay, they were very fond of going to theatres, and there these characters, there were actors who used to dress up in the form of characters, and they used to play, they used to perform that play on the stage, and people in the form of audience, they used to watch them on the stage. Okay, so according to Aristotle, when a person watch a play and shed his or her tears, that is called the purgation of his emotion. When a person becomes sad and shed tear on someone's death, on someone's misfortune, on someone's terrible condition, okay, then he or she will be having a purgation of emotion, pleasure in pain. Okay, that is called the purification of his emotions. Okay, then conflict, there would be certain conflict, like in this particular play we'll come to know that there is a conflict between Iago and Othello. Iago, who is extremely annoyed with Othello because he has not appointed him as his captain. That's why he just remained to the position of an ensign. Ensign means a 3rd rank officer who is just a flag bearer. He is extremely annoyed and serves grudges in his heart towards him. So this is the conflict that he keep on plotting against him, and he is just adamant to destroy his life.